Anyway, I hope today, Brian, are you rested? Are you relaxed? Are you kicked back in your house slippers and you got your feet up and everything, and you're just going to have a leisurely day today? Is that where we're at?
No, I actually don't wear the slippers in the house. What Jim is referencing is I had a meeting earlier today that Suzanne and I had to go to, and I ran out of the house in my slippers. And we had to turn around after driving a good distance when I realized my feet were rather warm. And we went home, and I got my my flip-flops.
If you'd have gone in there, the people, they would have said, she was very pleasant, but that guy, did he walk away from a state home? What the is he coming around in his old man slippers?
I got a casual, cool thing going on, but that's a little too casual.
Well, I'm glad that you are at least relaxed, though, Brian, because if the people listen to the drive-thru that we did a couple days ago, they will know that you about gave me a nervous fucking breakdown. And you rendered me practically out of my mind, lunatic, bouncing off the walls, ready for a rubber room at the Puzzle Factory, loco, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, absolutely batshit over the audio issues that I'm becoming ever increasingly convinced exist in your own warped mind.
Who said my mind was warped? Where'd you hear that?
Well, I can take a level to it. And you're, as they used to say, as my Uncle Harold would say, you were a half a bubble off plum.
I'm not crazy.
No, you drove me out of my mind. It's some kind of gaslighting.
The famous thing every crazy person says. I'm not crazy.
I'm not crazy. Joe LaDuke.
I'm not crazy.
I'm not crazy. Jackie Fargo said about Roughhouse, he's not crazy and he's got papers to prove it. But no, you drove me out of my mind because of this incessant problem that you have with the audio over here. Oh, Jim, I can hear your pen clicking. Oh, Jim, I can hear your teeth chattering. Oh, Jim, I can hear your pulse.
Oh, Brian, why do you care so much about the fan experience? Why do you care about the listeners? Why do you care about those people? Ooh.
You always put it back on trying to make me selfish. Like I don't care. Of course I care about the people. I care about us not having to argue about this time and time again because of these things you're here. But now you can't hear. Did you hear that today?
I didn't hear anything, no.
What? I'm doing my glass breaking sound effect, and it's loud in here, and you're telling me, there it goes, it's going.
Your glass breaking sound effect is about as effective as Stone Cold Jim Cornette would be.
And the point, I'm clapping. I'm clapping my hands right in front of the microphone. You tell me you don't hear me clapping.
I don't know what you did to this microphone.
See? So I can't do my wacky morning zoo radio fun and frolics over here, but every time I click my pen or my lips smack, you're like, oh my God, you're deafening me.
How about this? When you want a sound effect, say sound effect and I'll play one.
No, we have come to this, that something has happened. I hear your glass breaking. And your fanfare for the common man, the trumpeting there. I hear that. I hear yours. Why can't you hear mine? Skype it should not be possible. So to preserve my sanity, ladies and gentlemen, we have called in an expert. I'll have you know that less than 24 hours from now, as I sit here and speak these words, Hotchkiss Featherbottom is going to be over here in front of my computer. Hello? See, wah is what I just played and you can't hear it.
I thought your line went dead.
No, that's what I'm saying to you. I'm fucking... Here, what else can I do to make noise? Look, I'm slapping the cover of a book. Slapping. Do you hear that?
No, try it on your face. Slap your face.
Oh, God damn it.
Harder. I can't hear it.
No,
Harder.
I hit my tooth. Look here. This is goddamn ridiculous. So the point is, Hotchkiss is coming over here and figuring this shit out because we can't go on like this. I've got to preserve my sanity, and he's going to sit here, and you're going to get on here with him, and we're going to figure out if it's the microphone or the Skype or the goddamn interwebs or whatever the fuck is going on here before I lose my fucking grip.
No, this will work good. I understand Hotchkiss is a real expert. He's once utilized a microphone.
Yes, yes,
Oh
because
yeah.
he's played in the band and he's used the microphone to sing into. And I've told you about that punk rock cooking show he had on local cable access until he got too busy with Cornette's Collectibles, the Velvet Colander. And and not only that he does my website, and I've mentioned the other projects that we're getting into. We'll talk about that at some point. My photographic negatives from 40 years ago. We are checking into a variety of ways and plans that they can all be digitally reproduced for the modern era. Since there's about 35 or 40,000 frames, it's going to be something that we're looking into professional help on.
That's a good sales pitch, though. You think he's negative on wrestling now? Look at all these negatives.
I've been negative for 50 years, baby. And I'll tell you something I'm positive about. I was talking about the feather bottoms that are coming over here to solve this. I'm pounding on the desk now. Do you hear that?
No, you did something. You have.
Well, I don't know. I didn't do nothing. I'm innocent. Your Honor, these two crooks here is innocent. But the point is, he's also come up with a dynamic new plan. I mentioned this on the Drive-Thru, but it's your show, so I'm not sure if anybody heard it. That the big Christmas season, holidays, you got Halloween, you got Thanksgiving, you got Christmas, New Year's, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Festivus, you got a variety of holidays the last 3 months of the year. The big sale at Cornette's Collectibles at JimCornette.com starts Saturday, October the 5th at noon Eastern, featuring the final variant, the last Jim Cornette action figure before we ride the action figure off into the sunset. I should have come up with a goddamn better analogy. I'll do better next time. But that's going to be the last one, and we got some surprises for that, as well as the return of an old favorite that has not been sold for the past 3 years or so. And we're going to have more details on that coming up. Guess what he has come up with? Remember when he came up with the email blast? Remember that?
I remember when he told you about the email blast, he came up with nothing.
Well, no, and he's come up with a number of dynamic new marketing concepts and ideas. He's come up with I think this is his greatest idea yet, to be honest with you. And he's a young man. He's still got room to flower, but he has said, what about if we do this? What about if for a temporary limited period of time, we reduce the retail price of a particular piece of merchandise on the website around the holiday season, maybe around Thanksgiving or the Friday after. And that way people can get the same thing for less money than they would normally pay for it. That's an incredible concept. He just rattled that off. He's got all kinds of ideas like this.
How many other ideas does he have that cost you money?
Well, no, I'm telling you, it drives the revenue.
Drives it where? Off a cliff?
It drives it right into the fucking place he wants to put it. Right there in his revenue hole.
His cousin.
See, he figures that if you dig a big hole and you fill it with revenue, then you can smooth it right over. But he's a genius with coming up with these. So stay tuned for that. More details as they become available. But the holiday season sale does start Saturday, October 5th at noon Eastern time. But that's Eastern in the United States, not if you're in Eastern Wales or whatever.
All right. Well, this is your show.
Well, no, I'm just you just scoff at all of Hotchkiss's brilliant ideas.
Well, we'll see how it goes tomorrow with the big audio challenge. And then if he can handle some of that, we'll have a little bit of faith in him doing anything else ever.
Well, come on now. You know Hotchkiss. Didn't you talk to him on the phone one time before when he was doing cold calls for a mortgage company?
No, that was not him. That was not him doing that.
No, he was trying to, because...
You're thinking of Ass Kiss, not Hotchkiss.
Oh, that's who it was. Okay, I'm sorry. That's his cousin.
That's right.
We're not talking about him. All right.